It's not every day that we get to be surrounded by such inspiring minds and powerful stories. So let's make the most of it together. It's my absolute privilege to introduce a leader whose journey and legacy beautifully echoes the essence of today's conclave, the power of people. Honorable Consul General of India to Dubai and the Northern Emirates, Mr. Satish Kumar Simar, is a seasoned career diplomat. His extensive experience includes key roles in the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi, where he has contributed significantly in areas such as External Affairs Minister's Office and the East Asia Division, managing India's relations with countries like China, Korea, and more. May I now request Dr. Vidya to felicitate Mr. Satish Kumar Sim.
When I was introduced, or when all of us were called on stage, my ego took a beat. Because out of the 5 people who were called on stage, 4 were doctors, I was a normal civilian. So you always feel inflated, thinking that you have achieved something in career. There are people much more distinguished than you, and it is truly humbling for me to be here in the presence of luminaries. Personally, madam, I will not shy away from saying that this is a fanboy moment for me. For anybody aspiring to be a civil servant, if they have not lived up to you, they are not in the right career. So it's a great honor for me to be sharing a stage with you, to be talking in your presence, and have the privilege to hear from you. One better person to talk about the power of people than you. Might sound psycho-fancy, but if a person can see capabilities, potential in criminals, and what better lesson do we have to learn that about harnessing the power of people? So I am sure as much as I am going to benefit, everybody here in this audience will benefit from your insights into this wonderful topic. So I will leave the crux of the conversation or crux of the thoughts to be coming from you. But being the Consul General of India, I do have a few things to talk about the power of this partnership, the power of India-UAE partnership, which lies on the very strong foundation of the people, the Indian community, the Indian diaspora. But before that, let me thank Symbiosis University for this event today and also for their presence in Dubai. It feels like we are grown together. Symbiosis is much older than me, but at least in Dubai we have grown together. So very first assignment when I joined here seems to be like a project given to me that we have to ensure Symbiosis is established in Dubai. So I am so glad to say that for the past 1.5 years, we have been able to achieve a lot. We have been able to get the CAA accreditation, as was rightly mentioned. I don't know how many people understand the value of that. To start a campus right away with the CAA accreditation is unique, and I congratulate Symbiosis to prioritize that and to bring the best education to UAE in the most appropriate manner. And it's going to benefit the students immensely. And over the last 1.5 years that I have been here, education is one sector which has benefited immensely from this partnership. Of course, we all know about the Symbiosis campus, the temporary campus, and hopefully the permanent campus so being established. We also, in the last 18 months, have seen the start of IIT Delhi's Abu Dhabi campus, we will soon be having, this year we'll be having the temporary campus of IIL Ahmedabad's Dubai campus. So this, if I can say, is the best time for students of Symbiosis, or students of schools here particularly, to have this opportunity to study in such wonderful temples of learning, whatever icons of Indian education being available right at their doorstep. I was mentioning about the power of input, the power of Indian diaspora. I would like to highlight some facts which establishes this. So when I was coming in the car, I was trying to see, I know I've been telling everywhere, and some of you have seen my previous interventions in other forums, but I have been saying about the absolute growth of Indian diaspora in UAE over the past few decades, particularly over the last decade. But to put it in a perspective, the population of UAE as a country in the year 2000 was 4 million. 2005, in fact. This is the data I see on the QA. UAE as a country had a population of 4 million. Today, Indian diaspora in UAE is 4.4 million. And we constitute 40% or about 40% of the total population of 11 million. And this growth to 4 million happened particularly over the last one decade. In 2013, for example, we were 2.2 million. And in 12 years, we have almost doubled to 4.36 million. It is not just the numbers. It is the trust, it is the confidence, it is the performance of the Indian diaspora that has led to this growth. In every interactions, in every meetings, in every forums that we have had with the Emirati leadership, the one theme that comes around, the one common comment that comes from the Emirati population or the leadership is that the Indian diaspora has built this country. We have seen that the Indian diaspora has been contributing to the growth of UAE as a country over the last 80 years. I had a visit to Shindala Museum. I'm sure many of you would have been there. India is interwoven into the story of UAE. India is interwoven into the story of UAE. You all know that. Traders from India have sort of created the whole concept of Dubai as an activity and logistics hub. Dubai is what it is today, primarily because of the Indian traders. The potential that Dubai offered and the way the Indian traders were able to see that and utilize it. But particularly in the last couple of decades, after the discovery of foreign, after the establishment of UAE as a country in 1971, the whole orientation has changed. Diaspora has become much more comprehensive. People from every part of India are here. Every state of India are here. Every faith is being practiced here. There are students, there are professionals, there are unskilled, semi-skilled workers, there are technical experts, there are professionals, healthcare professionals, chartered accountants, engineers, businessmen, entrepreneurs, HR professionals, educationists. Now today, the whole economic fabric of UAE has an Indian presence. That is very critical. The success of UAE today, we all know, it is a connectivity hub, it is a logistics hub, it is an innovation hub, it is a technology hub, it is a finance hub, it is a hospitality hub. In every aspect of this, Indians have played a very critical part. That is the power of Indian diaspora. Indians have demonstrated by their positive contribution into this country. And it is also important for us to contrast Indian diaspora's growth vis-a-vis other diaspora. Is it the same story with every other diaspora? I'm afraid no. I don't want to I did say any particular diaspora, that's not my point. But just to reinforce the fact that Indian diaspora has been recognized because of their contribution. And that is very critical aspect for us to hope. Other diasporas, progress has not been so exponential, or they have plateaued, or in some cases they are actually tapering down. So it is not that Dubai has opened its doors, UAE has opened its doors to everybody in the world. They see the value of people, and those who have been able to contribute to this economy, they have been welcomed. And Indian diaspora is one that has been welcomed. And what has happened because of that? Because of this foundation that the diaspora has laid for the India-UAE relationship, in the past 10 years, all other aspects of the relationship have grown. For example, trade today between India and UAE is $100 billion as of March 2025. We have almost grown by 50% since the post-COVID years. Of course, CEPA is an important contributor to that. But the trade, the manner in which trade has grown, the manner in which trade has grown in non-Mali sector reflects the kind of trust that the two countries have for each other. Contrast this again with the global narrative on trade. We all know if the kind of protectionism that is happening in UAE. In that context, we are actually seeing trade progressing at an enormously rapid pace. The other aspect to show the trust that India and UAE possess for each other is the very CEPA agreement that was signed. India-UAE CEPA was the first ever CEPA to be signed by UAE in 2022. And this was an agreement which was signed by negotiating within just 88 days. We all know CEPA negotiations can be extremely arduous, sometimes going on for decades. Our own CEPA negotiations with certain countries have gone for many decades. But with UAE, we were able to conclude the CEPA agreement in just 88 days. And based on this CEPA, UAE has gone ahead and signed a free trade agreement with 35 other countries. That again has opened up the market for Indian exporters to another 25 countries. India has such potential to exploit by its relationship with UAE. And all this has been because of the diaspora, the foundation that the diaspora has laid for the relationship. And because of which peripheral relationships has also strengthened. In tune with this diaspora though, we have seen the political relationships strengthening in the new countries. Indian Prime Minister came in 2015. That was the first ever prime ministerial visit from India in almost 34 years. Despite the fact that we have a close relationship with UAE, we never had a prime minister's visit since 1881. But after that, the relationship has not been back. Just in the past 20 months, Indian Prime Minister Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been here 3 times. His Highness the President of UAE, the ruler of Abu Dhabi, has been to India twice. Just in the last 6 months, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Zayed Al Nahyan, he visited India in September last year. You would have what seen last month, no, not last month, yeah, now the last month because it was in April. The Crown Prince of Dubai visited India. This again shows that the relationship is not in the past, it is oriented towards the future. The future leadership of both Abu Dhabi and Dubai are interested in the relationship. This augurs extremely well for professionals like you, people who are looking at having a career in UAE or using UAE to expand into markets in the region. I would once again urge all of you to continue your positive contribution. Look at the opportunities that lie in India-UAE corridor. Add more strength to this partnership. Keep the Indian flag flying high. Thank you very much.